Hi friend, welcome back to the channel where we focus less on trying and more on being the best version of ourselves. So I just wanted to pop in quickly to remind you that your thoughts and your energy are your currency. It's literally the universal currency. So when you're spending your thoughts on negativity, on the circumstances, on why things aren't happening for you yet, and when you're thinking in opposition to what it is that you want or who you've chosen to be, you're spending your money instead of investing it. When you spend your thoughts in the wish fulfilled, when you're maintaining the state, when you're dominantly thinking in alignment with what it is that you want to see in your 3D reality and not what's actually being outpictured to you in this current moment, that is when you're investing. You're investing in your future. Your thoughts are going somewhere, right? Because everything that's happening in the present moment, everything that's happening now is dictating your future. So the only place you can create from is now. You can't create from the past. You can't create from the future. You create from right here, right now where you are. You have to really take on the role of being the observer, of really monitoring yourself, catching yourself when you're like, why am I thinking like this? Why am I going down this train of thought? Is this the version of me who has everything that I want? Is this the version of me who's in fulfillment? Is this a version of me who knows she can have whatever the fuck she wants and it's not a big deal? It has to become natural to you for you to be the one holding yourself accountable, because nobody can be in your head 24/7 except you, and nobody knows you better than you do, and nobody knows what you want better than you do. So instead of it just being a pipe dream, instead of you just fantasizing about it or daydreaming about it, looking at it from the outside like it's not you, like it's not your current reality, you have to be in the movie. You have to be in the fulfillment. You have to be in that image of yourself. You have to be living in that version of yourself. That is true being that person now, holding yourself accountable to be like, okay, where can I rearrange my inner conversations to be in alignment with what I want to see? Because you can't wonder why you're burnt out, why you're frustrated, why things aren't working for you when you've been wasting your energetic currency on old thoughts, on a past version of you, on things that happened, old memories of a version of you who doesn't resonate with you anymore. And if you're continuing to pay your attention there, if you're continuing to put your focus there, then that's what's going to be created in your future. So your focused attention creates. You have to be the observer of your reality. You have to hold yourself accountable enough to actually maintain the state. And we say dominance in the state is 51%. But if you're constantly wavering, tiptoeing the line, going back and forth, like maybe I made it to 51 today, I don't know, I don't really know what's going on up there, but I think I did an okay job. No, you need to find that level of conviction in yourself to say, this is a story that I'm sticking to, and literally nothing can move me from this place. I am a mountain. I am standing here. I am solid here. This is where I am. This is who I choose to be, and nothing outside of me is going to tell me a different story. And no matter what you see it as the old story crumbling away. You see it as false remnants of a version of you who no longer exists, who you choose not to identify with anymore, and a version of your story that is on the way out. And what you're calling in, what you see in your imagination, what you use your creative power to invest your energy, your time, your attention, and your thoughts into is what you're building. That's the true reality, and that's who you actually are. So just maintain that awareness that if you are actually being authentically honest with yourself about where you're thinking, where your head has been, where you're spending your time and your focus, then you will know why you're seeing the results that you're seeing in the 3D. Because your reality has no choice to reflect back to you exactly what you've been putting in. So that concept of yourself, who you are being, the way that you're interacting with your reality up here, those inner conversations are so important. It's literally what creates everything you see and everything you experience. And you are more than capable of being able to attune your thoughts where you want them to be. Also understand that it's not what the 3D is showing you right now that's dictating who you get to be. So it's the energy and the momentum that you're building right now in the present moment that's building your future. So if you spend today wallowing in the old story, if you spend today wavering, if you spend today questioning and wondering, how is this going to happen? Why is this for me? Can this actually be true? Can I really do this? More scenarios are going to show up in your reality to make you question yourself. When those scenarios come up, it's not your job to resist it and be delusional in the sense of, this is not something that's actually happening to me right now. You have to go about your day-to-day life in the way that we have to as humans, right? We have responsibilities, we have things we need to do, a story that we need to finish playing out. But in your head, in your mentality, you are investing your mental energy, your focus, your attention where it actually needs to be, on that desired version of you, on that desired state, and that is what magnetizes that story to you. When you can see what's happening in the 3D and you can take it as not factual, when you can take it as something that you disidentify with, when you can no longer apply it to your own story, when you make whatever you see that you don't like false to you, and when you disengage with it, when you don't put importance on it, that's when it starts to fall away. But the more attention, the more focus you give, the more worry that you give to it, that's what makes it real. That's the same thing that makes old thoughts and old memories feel real and recreate themselves in the present moment. It's because you keep your focus on them. The past can't touch you. It can't touch you because it's already gone. It's already back to the infinite realm of possibilities. But when you continue to put your focus on it, when you continue to wonder, is this going to show up for me again? How can it really be different this time? Am I really going to be able to do this? You're questioning. You're doubting yourself. We're not in that state, because if you were in the state of the wish fulfilled, if you were in the state of it being done, there'd be no doubts, there'd be no questions, because it just is. You just are. It is what it is. So really take on that role of being the observer. Really hold that as a badge of pride within yourself, as being your own number one accountability coach. Like, I'm not going to let myself fall off. I'm not going to let myself return to the old story. Every single time I'm going to catch myself. Even if I see something that I don't like, I'm telling myself that this isn't me. This isn't my life. This isn't my reality. I know where I am, and I know who I am, and I know what's showing up for me. So I'm going to persist in this story until that's what I see. And that's literally the only story I'm going to entertain. All right, you guys, that's going to do it for me today. I really hope you all enjoyed and got something of value from this video. Please be sure to leave your questions, comments, concerns in the comment box below, and check out the description for my social media links, services, all that good stuff is down below. And other than that, I love you all so much. Thank you for being here, and I will see you next time. Bye.